So it's been a while since I posted a video. I think my last video it technically says like 2024, like late 2024, because there are many things going on in my life. I got a job that I was like a lot of hours, and overall like I couldn't really stream anymore. I couldn't really do content because I was focusing on my job and IRL stuff. And then a bunch of things has happened since. I won't get into it, but I do want to push for YouTube a lot. I kind of have to. Like, it's not even an option. Like, I kind of have to push YouTube really hard. So both I want to and I have to. So you will see me for sure around. That being said, there's some, also life complications going around. Me make the best content I could ever make, but I will try to still provide I can. The first thing I want to cover is first my content direction, the way I'm going to structure my content forward, and what kind of content I want to keep making. Also, just my new schedule. I'm going to try to keep it as honest as I can, while also trying to make it so that I can keep, my promises to my audience, and I don't let you guys down. And then last but not least, just like any other side content that I want to make, because, Eternal Return is not the only game I play, and I want to be able to play the other games without feeling bad that I'm not like making content at the same time. But that's kind of like a side thing. So the first thing is like on my content direction, I still am gonna make my guides primarily. I think both as a content creator and as something that I think it needs. I think guides are the most important. There's still very little resources out there. I keep looking around and think for people improving at the game. And in terms of what those guides will cover, it's like among like pretty much everything because there's like nothing out there. Character guides, macro guides, farming guides, like you call it, I'll make it. Of course, as always, take any advice you guys want to give me. So if you want to tell me in the comments, what kind of guide you would like to see, which character you want me to cover, whatever it is, I'll try to prioritize those things. I will even give you a shout out as someone who commented. But for the second thing I would want to cover is more events. As you guys know, I've always hosted a bunch of different events. I've done trivia shows, I've done tournaments, I've done random, like funny, silly events like proximity talk. I still love hosting tournaments, doing events, and everything. Anything that didn't exist and it's now because I made it always fills me with a lot of joy, especially if people had a good time and want more of those things. And I think a lot of that we're missing in ER. A lot of people get very discouraged because they don't think there's like different content ideas out there. They get really like locked into like, oh, ER, it's a MOBA, play the game, play it ranked, it's just gameplay. I think that's not really the case. I think there's a lot of unexplored potential out there, and it's just a matter of getting really creative with it and kind of doing other things. So I want to host more events as always. And last but not least is something new, I guess, for my channel, but I want to cover a bit more towards our competitive scene. I've been outside of a content creator, I've been a competitive player of ER for a very long time. I don't play every season, nor I always have a team, as I play different teams. I'm a bit of a one trick, so it's a little bit hard to slot into any team. But outside of that, like I appreciate everybody that cheers me on tournaments like that. So I'll probably keep playing as long as I can. In terms of that, I want to just like push more people towards the scene. We have very good TOs and team. We have very good lots of talent, both in the high end, the low end, and a lot of players who I think love to get into it, especially because I know a lot of people can get frustrated with rank at times. And so I want to do more content revolving what is competitive, whether it's competitive news, whether it's covering different competitive teams. Like, for example, Uberman, a team that has won recently a lot of the competitive events. What makes them successful? Maybe a couple like player interviews, covering whatever comp they ran in, their lobby. There's like a lot of different interesting ideas for competitive content out there that I think people might appreciate. And so I want to do a lot of more content like that outside of just my guides. That will still be my primary. All right, second thing, my schedule. Okay, I'm gonna first cover YouTube because that's very easy to explain. So for YouTube, what you can expect is I'll be doing one weekly upload. It won't always be on the same day, even though I'm gonna try to make it clear if I'm gonna miss that day. For example, my first video right now that I'm doing, make this post on Friday. I'm gonna try to post every Friday at the minimum. If I can post more, that's great. Sometimes I can do more than one video, especially because what I'm going to be talking a little bit later is what other games I want to cover. And those games, I don't want them to mess with the ER content. And so ER uploads will always be Friday, once a week. And if I want to cover one of the other games and do a little video about them, I'll do that in a different day. So that might be a week where you have to upload, right? As always, I'll try to revive the Discord a little, and like that's my promise to you guys, at least one upload a week. Ideally, I'm gonna try to keep it the same day so that you guys know what to expect. Now, for streaming, this one's a lot harder. As I said, I have a little bit of life complications that make it really hard for me to hold a schedule. But for the most part, streaming-wise, I will never stream on a Sunday unless there's a tournament or an event that I want to. I won't stream. Sunday is my day off, my family day, my RL day. Then second, there's a lot of like competitive scrims and other stuff going in on like Thursday, Fridays, Wednesdays. So that's a hard day for me to make varied content or exciting content. So even though I might stream like scrims or after scrims, I don't want to guarantee you guys that I will be around for those days. So I'm gonna try to focus on Monday, Tuesdays, and Saturdays when I don't have tournament. If there's not a tournament going on, I'll stream Saturday. If there is a tournament going on, you guys will probably know, can watch me playing in the tournament, or if I'm not in the tournament, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, definitely stream, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's a maybe, and then Sunday never. That's kind of my schedule. Now for times, I like to stream in the like evening, like entering evening, right? Like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. going later. But because of my life situation, I might not always be able to start streaming around that time. So if I can't, for my life situation, aka my whole situation with electricity, I'll let you guys know. I'll do like a Discord notification that, hey guys, I'm not available to stream at the normal time, but I will stream at this time instead. And I think that's fair enough, because otherwise I would not be able to stream that day period. That's gonna be my streaming schedule. Now, hopefully with that, I can establish some trust. Last thing that I want to cover, it's my other games and content, the side content I want to make. Again, it's not gonna collide with the ER uploads, but again, I feel bad playing all these different games without making content out of it in a way. First, Pokemon Champions. I've been getting really into competitive Pokemon, and one good thing about it is that you can play it on your phone. And so, even if I have an electricity problem during an event, I can still swap to my phone, continue playing. Something that I really value right now. I've always been a Pokemon fan. People know it. You know, I add like Pokemon themes into my tournaments and stuff. So that's why I kind of love. People know it. I'm a Pokemon head. I want to do a lot of projects revolving Pokemon too, and so I've been playing a lot of Champions early. One of the videos that I want to do very soon is I played in my first competitive Pokemon tournament a couple days ago, and I kind of want to talk about my experience. It's a video that I want to make of playing the game. Sometimes I want to just play in the ladder. Sometimes I'll be playing Pokemon in queue. Right? I love theory crafting. I love doing a lot of stuff, and so I want to make some content around. Then there's the gachas. I don't expect to post much gacha content. E7 might be the one that I post the most of because it's a PvP gacha, and so I might post like my climb at the end of the season, or like a couple niche builds that I made here and there, or maybe some guild war content. Right? I won't post much of it. Likely, it's unlikely, but I'll post some as much. And then the other ones, I probably won't post anything if I'm gonna be honest. The other ones that are on the list, like HSR, Limbus Field, at most maybe a pool session. If I'm going really hard on one character, I might post that. And if not, maybe if there's like a cool story patch, maybe I'll cover over the story. Then there's anime content. Again, I don't think I'm gonna post this a lot, but I watch a lot of anime, and so if I want to do like a review of a show, maybe recommend it to people. We talk about, I don't know, banger openings and whatever it is. Just like, don't be weirded out if you see like a video about anime. It might happen. I watch a lot. And then last but not least, it's just new game release. Oftentimes, you know, whether it's a new gacha, a new anime game, a shooter, like whenever there's a new game release and like my friends play it, I want to play with them. And if I want to make content around the new game, even if it's just a couple of videos and then it dies down, I might try that. Just again, they will never collide with the main content of the channel, but they will be in the sides out if you see it. And I hope that's fair enough for everybody, including myself, because I just want to play these games without feeling bad that I'm like not doing more. But yeah, that's about it for the content update. I appreciate you guys, that watch this video and are keeping up with the channel, and that continue to watch the events, as well as everybody that reaches out every now and then to just check on me, or whatever it is, even if it's like whatever. As long as I'm in your brain, like that means a lot. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.